Hey yo, what's happening? This L Ambitious, host of You Can't Sit With Us Radio, and we about to go live in three, two, one, let go.
Threshold Brace Productions.
Hey, what up, what up, what up? Welcome to another episode of You Can't Sit With Us Radio featuring myself, L Ambitious. Let's get right into it, man. As always, I keep the dopest guests on the show. Today's like no other. We got A.W.A.R.E on the show today. He's an artist out of Denver, Colorado. Brand new EP, Eyes of a Thief, is out right now. Available everywhere, all streaming sites.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so, yeah, what's up? So, what's up, A.W.A.R.E? How's it going? How's everything?
I'm good, man. Just chilling, bro. Just want to say thank you for having me, first and foremost. So, yeah, just go ahead and get that out the way. But besides that, man, I'm good. Just chilling, bro. How you doing?
I'm pretty good. No problem, man. All right, so let's get into I want to talk a random topic with you real quick. All right, I want to
Yeah.
know what is your biggest fear and why?
My biggest fear, I would definitely just have to say just losing a family member.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
definitely just one thing I fear, just like losing people close to me.
Yeah, yeah.
Just because I'm someone in my life, or just because I've seen people, they've just like lost mad family members and just had death just around them all throughout their life. And so I'm just kind of the opposite. I've never really had to lose anyone too close with me,
Yeah,
but
that's
I've just
good.
had to watch people close to me lose people close to them, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but that would definitely be probably
Oh,
my biggest
okay.
fear for sure.
Okay. I don't know. I think I gotta go. I think I'm gonna go with like being buried alive.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
nobody. Yeah, just being stuck in there. Like, what the hell?
Oh shit! You have to pull the Kill Bill
Yeah,
and do the
yeah,
fucking the 2-inch punch or whatever
yeah.
it is.
Gotta be like on Fear Factor or something. Try to escape.
Yeah, hell
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I never knew that Ludacris was the fucking host of Fear Factor. Now I didn't know that till like
Yeah,
just recently. I never
yeah.
knew that shit.
It's like new though. It's like probably like a couple years ago. They just started that.
Still though, I didn't think I would have heard about that, especially
Yeah,
because he's like in the culture. So
yeah,
I
yeah,
just would
yeah,
have think I would have heard about that. So I guess I just looked right over that shit.
yeah. Yeah, I had to find that out too. I haven't been. I need to start back watching again. They was doing celebrity Fear Factor too. That was pretty good.
Oh shit, I didn't even know that. I don't even
Yeah.
really be on TV, so I just be on like Netflix.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, you gotta check that out because they got I forgot who they had on there. I know they had Tiger on there before and Lil Yachty. It was a few other people they had on there too.
Oh, that's crazy. I'll definitely check that shit out.
Yeah. All right, so tell me how you got your name Aware.
So I actually gave myself that name.
Mm-hmm.
So fucking, it was probably I wouldn't even know how long ago, but definitely just before I started making music and shit, before I
Mm-hmm.
really got serious with it. I would just kind of sit and think of a name just because I never came across a situation to where like someone gave me a name, like one of the homies, just like, yo, this is what we're going to call you. I just
Yeah.
never really had that. And I didn't want to go by my regular name. Or my regular name, my real name. So, just kind of over the time, just thinking of shit, I just wanted to think something that represented me and just kind of what I stand for. And then just kind of came across the word aware in the six. I was just trying to think of something that was just more positive and just something that's kind of on just like the more smart end of things.
Yeah.
Just like just being looked at as a smart individual, I guess. And so came across that and say just the word aware. It wasn't even an acronym at first. It was just the word aware. And I just liked the way it looked on paper, and just because I used to write graffiti and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
So I used to just write that, and I just liked the way it looked, so I just ran with it. And then over time, I just kind of thought of the acronym just because I just love acronyms in general.
Yeah.
And I just love just dope-ass acronyms, and just especially if you just kind of come up with something meaningful.
Mm-hmm.
And so then just kind of over time, just kind of thought of that, just always work at reaching expectations. And so we can go into that. But, yeah, that's definitely how I got the name. It's just me. I just thought of it on my own.
Okay. And what does the word stand for?
Always work at reaching expectations.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. That.
Yeah, it's the same. And really by that, and say, because I know people can misinterpret that.
Mm-hmm.
By that, I mean your own expectations, like never based off someone else's expectations. It's always your own, because you should have the highest expectations of yourself, which I do feel like most people do have.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and say it's just really off that, just something just like really self-motivating, just really to keep myself self-motivated, really, because I'm a person that can be lazy at times. So that was kind of maybe like the root of kind of what made me pick that as my name, just to kind of keep me motivated.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's the thing about acronyms, though. Like, everybody uses acronyms nowadays in text messages and all that. It's hard to...
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's hard to keep up with all these acronyms now.
Yeah, my mom always be asking me, like, yo, what does this mean? Like, she didn't know what LOL meant and shit. I got to tell her what laugh my ass off meant and shit like that.
So, when did you start doing music, and, like, what made you want to do a music career?
I mean, growing up, I've kind of always wanted to be a rapper. Mm-hmm. I mean, if I were to say, because you know how kids, sometimes you always kind of have that little childhood dream, like, oh, I want to be a wrestler, I want to be this, I want to be that.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely say, as a kid, I wanted to be a rapper, but as I got older, of course, because the industry was so different back then before the internet came in.
Yeah.
So, like, you had to fit a certain persona, and you had to just, like, kind of fit in that box, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
And so, it was just so distant from me. And so, my bad, I kind of went off in a tangent. What was the original question?
Why did you start a music career?
Gotcha. And really, I just always wanted to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but then as I got older, because it wasn't until I was in my mid-20s, because I'm 27 now.
Okay.
And so it wasn't until like my early 20s to where I kind of started thinking about it, because I've always been a writer, and I've kind of always written poetry and just shit like that, just miscellaneous shit. But I didn't start actually writing raps until after high school. And then I would just kind of rap for homies, and they would just be like, yo, like, what are you doing? Like, you're nice out here, bro. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, you should be trying to do something.
Yeah.
Just because, of course, at that point, like, you don't really, unless you're just like someone who's got your shit together, you're just trying to find yourself. So at that point, I was just in college. I didn't know what the fuck I wanted to do with my life. And so pretty much, really, it was just the motivation off of my friends just telling me, like, yo, you're good at rapping. Like, what are you doing? You should try and do something.
Yeah.
So really, that's what made me start.
Okay. So who are some of your influences? Who did you listen to growing up?
Oh, shit, bro. I listened to so many people, because like I told you before, I have an older brother. He's like 10 years older than me.
Mm-hmm.
So I was always with him growing up. Obviously, we lived with each other, and so same mom and dad and shit. So that he was like a father figure to me. So I listened to whatever he listened to, and so he grew up listening to. I mean, I can go from, of course, the usuals, Biggie, Pac. The very first hip hop song I could ever really remember like listening to and kind of just like catching on to was Heavy D, Posse on Broadway.
Okay.
Yeah, and then from there just influences, definitely like Do or Die. Do or Die is a huge influence. Twista, pretty much like all the like the golden era per se. And I went through all of that. Like I know Rakim, I know who else could I say? Dead Prez, I know Nas and Booyah Tribe. I can name people. The list goes on and forever, bro. But then even after that, like I find influence even from the newer rappers. Like I don't hate on any of these new rappers. Like I definitely have that balance to where I appreciate the old school and I have a definite appreciation for the new school. So really, I draw inspiration from it all. Really.
Okay. I wanted to ask. I always ask like every artist this question as far as like the writing process. I know every artist go through a writer's block. Like, tell me what you do to get over writer's block.
anytime I get writer's block, I just honestly just switch the subject, like, because most of the time it's happening if I'm trying to like finish a verse or start a verse to this particular beat that I just found, or just whatever the situation is, whatever you're working on at that point, just switch to something else, listen to a different beat, switch to a different song, just pretty much just switch the topic that you're trying to think about. Really, that's the biggest thing. Besides that, I mean, really, it's just, just push through that shit. Make yourself do it.
Yeah,
I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen? You just write some trash.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I mean, that trash is better than nothing at all, so fuck it.
Yeah, that's true. So you was born and raised in Denver?
Yep, born and raised in Denver. Never really lived anywhere else. And say straight out of here. So yeah, and say always been in Colorado. I've been to other states, just like vacation type shit. But yeah, born and raised.
You still like it out there?
Yeah, for sure. Especially now because the music scene is growing out here, and you just kind of see more opportunities kind of coming up for local artists, and so you just kind of need to know the right people, just like anywhere else, I guess.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't mind it for now, but I mean, as for trying to expand, I don't think you could like really blow up per se out of Colorado. I think regardless, you need to kind of go to the major spots like LA, of course, where everybody goes.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. All right, so let's get into one of your songs off your new EP. Let's get into Circles. Tell me a little bit about that song.
Oh shit! So Circles, really, and say I wrote the hook before I wrote this song, and I just so fell in love with the hook. Just what goes around comes around. That's just the basis of it, of course. And say so. Really, I just wrote the lyrics just all based off of that, and say really no motive behind it, really no story to tell or anything. But yeah, and say I wrote the hook even before I found the beat. It was only the hook, and then I found that beat, and then I just thought of that little melody, kind of just that, kind of me humming, just as it goes around, around, back, and this shit was fire from there. So yeah, that's it.
All right. So let's get into it on You Can't Sit With Us Radio, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to You Can't Sit With Us Radio. We got A.W.A.R.E on the show, man. So talk to me about your EP, Eyes of a Thief.
Oh shit! So Eyes of a Thief, man. This shit has been too long in the coming. Even though this shit is just 5 tracks, and it's just like artists could just, it seems like they just record that shit in a day, pretty much.
Yeah.
And say, but pretty much, I just trying to work on quality, man. Because when I first started releasing music, I was just releasing singles. Because this is the actual first project per se that I'm releasing.
Yeah.
Because as I just said before that, it was just only singles, and it was only on SoundCloud. And pretty much what my original goal was to try and release a song every single week, 1 song a week. And I kept that going. I think it is like a few months that I kept that shit going. But yeah, from there, I just kind of had a hiatus to where I wasn't releasing shit, to where I was just starting to sit on songs because I was able to get some attention from the singles that I released, but I was just trying to figure out more and say just kind of what I could do differently. So I just started kind of recording music, just sitting on it, and then just kind of started stumbling across these songs that I have on the EP. And then I just kind of started hearing a particular sound because before, while I was recording those singles that I was releasing on SoundCloud, a lot of them are good, but it's just like I almost kind of hear other artists depending on the song that you're listening to. It's just like, oh, I could compare this to this artist. I could compare this other song to this artist.
Yeah.
And so I just kind of felt like I needed to find my own voice and just kind of how I fucking go about things. And so that's when I kind of stumbled across these songs. And then the title song, Eyes of a Thief, that song came first before I even thought of the project. And so after I wrote it, I was kind of just looking for the title of the track, not even just the EP, just the title of that track. And then because I write my songs and the memos on my iPhone. And so it's super weird, like when you like type in certain phrases, it'll highlight that shit in blue, and it won't always do it. And I don't really get what it is or why it does it, but it'll just do that sometimes, and it'll just highlight certain things that you type in blue. So as I was writing the verse, fucking, it highlighted Eyes of a Thief in blue. And then I was just kind of looking at it, and I was like, because it was the first time that had happened on my phone to where it highlighted it. So I was just like, what the fuck? And then I was just kind of looking at it, and I was just like, oh shit. I was like, that's the fucking title right there.
That's dope.
And then kind of as I found the songs, I was just like, what is this all about? This is about me just trying to fucking go out here and just take what is mine, and saying just the whole word thief. Like, that shit even, like, what even kind of made me want to go towards using that word even more was because, like, I've always been, like, a little klepto since I was younger, just, like, fucking stealing shit from 7-Eleven and just fucking stealing shit from this store and that store. I am proud to say that shit now, but, like, fucking, like, I'm not going to be ashamed of that shit. Because I did that shit for years, and I've just always been that type of person. But, like, so, yeah, I would say, so definitely that kind of led me towards to using that word. And so it became the fucking title of the track. And then kind of as I put it all together, I was just thinking, like I just said, what I was thinking about what this is all about. So then I was like, let me just make this the title of the EP and just go from there and just try and fucking pick the right songs and just fucking I came up with this shit. So, yeah, there it is.
Oh, that's dope. Well, before we get into the Eyes of a Thief title track, tell me about that growing pain song. That's probably my favorite song off the EP.
Oh shit, that's crazy. What's crazy is you're the first dude to tell me that shit. All the dudes like the fucking title track, bro. But all the girls that listen to this shit, all the girls like growing pain. So you're the first dude to tell me that shit, but that's dope. So pretty much fucking from there, I was just thinking about just like past relationships, bro, and really just relationships in general, and just relationships that I've been in, and just relationships that I've witnessed. And just, I'm not even talking about just like love relationships. I'm talking about like friendships, just relationships in general. And so just, and they just pretty much, it just comes to a point to where like you need to love yourself more than you love that other person, whether that person is family, whether that person is a girlfriend, someone you've known since fucking 5th grade. It just comes to a point where you have to draw that line, and just so many people can't draw that line. And I understand it because you love that person, but that's just pretty much just like where that song roots from in the lyrics and shit.
That's dope. All right, so let's get into the Eyes of a Thief title track, and we'll be right back on You Can't.
Cody.
All right, welcome back to You Can't Sit With Us Radio. That was Eyes of a Thief by A.W.A.R.E. Hey, so A.W.A.R.E, what is your favorite song off the EP?
What is my favorite song?
Yeah.
Shit, that shit always changes because since it's been released, I've just kind of been listening to it just because I'd like to hear it kind of all together in sequence.
Yeah.
And so fucking, it just always changes. But as of recently, I would definitely say it's been the Pull Up.
Okay. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, and so I just like the lyrics on that shit. It's kind of fun.
Okay, cool. Like, is that like a big thing to you though when when you did this EP, like in the order of the songs?
Yeah, like I tried to make it a big thing and say, because I just kind of wanted it to be a nice sequence, because like I said, this is the first project that I released. So I was like, let me at least take that into mind, that this is the first actual kind of body of work, I guess you want to call it that, even though it's only 5 songs.
Yeah.
I was like, let me just go about this in the best way that I can, because I'm trying to be professional about this shit. Like, I'm just not trying to just put some songs together and just put it out there.
Yeah, exactly.
So fucking, I definitely did keep that in mind, and I did want it to be a nice little sequence.
Okay. And the EP cover, like, what's the story behind the EP cover?
So with the cover, so it was crazy. So I originally wanted my boy to do my cover, because that's really the plan. Who I want to do all my covers, and it's my boy Mile High Mopey. For anyone listening, go follow him on Instagram. That's at Mile High Mopey. So he's just a dope ass graffiti artist, and like he does canvases and shit. Like he doesn't only do graffiti, he does like kind of abstract looking shit.
Okay.
So my original plan was to have him do the cover until I came across the photo that I used. So I had completely forgot about this photo. I came across it on Facebook because one of our family friends, who's kind of just been around since I was like a little kid, like little as that picture. Because if for anyone who doesn't know, and if you don't know, that's me. The little kid is me in the picture. So fucking, I was gonna say, he posted that on Facebook, and he tagged me and my brother, and say, because my brother is on the right side of that picture. That picture is me, the little kid, and then my brother on the right side, my dad in the middle, and then a family friend who posted it on Facebook. He's the person on the left side. And so he posted that on Facebook. I fell in love with that picture, so I had it saved to my phone. So after I finished the project, I was just kind of thinking about what to do for the cover, because like I had said, I wanted my boy to do the cover, but I was trying to kind of think of ideas, like maybe give him a picture to edit, and saying he can kind of add whatever he wants to it. So I was going to the gallery in my phone, and then I came across that picture again. And so I was just sitting there thinking about it, and so I started messing with it, and I started like putting my name on it and putting a little title on it. And I was like, damn, this shit is fire. And it just kind of made sense to me.
Yeah.
And really, it was all because of my pose in the picture. Because you see me with my arms crossed, you see the little rapper pose, and it just looks confident as fuck. Yeah. And I was just like, damn, I almost feel like that represents the whole fucking aura of this whole shit. Just like fucking this is me. So you see me right now, this is all me, dog. Like, I'm ready to take this shit. And that's almost like how I felt as a kid, and because I was just a super happy, confident kid. So just kind of took me back to that, and I just kind of felt like that was a good representation of what this means.
Okay. So what was your recording process like with this EP? Like, do you usually start with like the hook first or a verse, or it's just different vibes?
It's always different, bro. It's never really a consistent thing. And as of recently, like when I first started making music, I was kind of big on like writing verses and shit, verses and hooks before even finding a beat. I was just writing it to nothing, just like no music.
Okay.
And then I would have to go and find the beat to kind of go to that verse.
Yeah.
But then I kind of got sick of doing that shit, because I kind of just felt like the beats that I was finding, like it didn't really fit it completely. And then that kind of made me switch my whole shit up. And so I just kind of started finding beats and then just writing to the beats. And so really that's what I do most of the time, but there's really no specific order as to whether I write the hook first. It's just really just whatever comes to my mind, because I just be chilling. I'll usually write my shit in the car, because I just like to listen to the car speakers.
Okay, yeah.
So there's really no particular order. It's just always super random. But as for right now, the only thing that's consistent is I do usually find the beat, and then I'll write to the beat.
Okay. And so how long did this EP take before you had like the final touches and before you were ready to release it?
I mean, I guess you could say it took a year, only because some of these songs have been recorded since then. Okay. So I was gonna say, but as for actually like putting it together and just like the cover and everything that I just went over, I would say 4 to 5 months.
Okay. That's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah, which is still a pretty good amount of time, especially just for 5 songs and just for an EP. But like I said, since I had waited so long at that point, I was like, let me make sure I come as official as I possibly can. And that's why this shit is up on Apple Music and Spotify and Tidal and pretty much all the platforms that you could possibly listen on. Like, it's up on there because I just wanted to come as legitimate as possible.
Okay. All right, so let's get into your last song. You talked about it a little bit. Let's get into the pull up. Explain the song again, and we'll get right into it.
The pull up. So fucking with this song, I'm gonna say I just really wanted to have fun because I had just found this new producer, and that's a Q Sheet. Shout out to Q Sheet. So fucking I had just found his beats and say so because I met him through Instagram and shit. So I was just going through beats, and then I came across this, and I was like, damn, I want to use this so bad.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just kind of started thinking of cadences and just kind of what I wanted to do. And then just the words came up to me, I'm pulling up and I'm taking this shit, bringing it, that's just a negative, this. And then it was just a rap from there, and then I just started having fun with that shit. Like, that was definitely the most fun record to write on the EP, for sure.
All right, dope. All right, so let's get into the pull-up, and we'll be right back on You Can't Sit With Us Radio.
Smoking on 2 different J's, catching a groove in my blade. Please don't ruin my day. Let me just cool in my cave. I just be doing my thing. I ain't fucking with the game. I just need money, family, and some flying. Whether that's pussy, married, that's the sign. Man, we just stacking, eating with the gang. I ain't fucking with the game. I just need money, family, and some flying. Whether that's pussy, married, that's the sign. Man, we just stacking, eating with the gang. And that's a switching the lanes, and I'm coolin', just lit up a J. Let me be, there's not shit you could say. Please don't mention my name, that's unless you gon' hit up my page and make sure that your bitch did the same. Play the piteous games, fuck till that kitty be drained. Guess now I'm sipping the pain, now just give me my space. I just be feeling my ways, not trying to kick it today. Sick of the lanes, I be gone in a different space. Chillin', I just be doing my job, so we roll up at 8, then I take that bitch straight to the face. Do it dead, then we hitting the bone, then I sit them in place. Watch as I'm setting the pace, watch on them regular days, so you better relate. Or you get left in the shade, smoke just to lessen the pain.
All right, welcome back to You Can't Sit With Us Radio. All right, so getting very close to ending the show, but I got a few more questions for A.W.A.R.E. Hey, so do you plan on shooting any music videos to any of these songs?
Yeah, that's really the big thing that I really want to concentrate on doing next, now that I've kind of released a project, now that I can kind of at least let that sit for a little bit, try and promote it, see what I can do with it. really, I just really want to concentrate on music videos because I feel like that's just such a big thing for the internet, because I just feel like that's the one thing how I can go viral per se, because I'm not one of these rappers that's going to like go and make one of these crazy ass videos to get attention.
Mm-hmm.
So I just feel like that's one thing that I definitely have to rely on is dope ass visuals. So that is something that I definitely plan on doing.
All right, cool. And you got t-shirts made too, right?
Yup, we definitely have the t-shirts made. No website or nothing. So if anyone wants a Dare to Be Aware t-shirt, just DM me on Instagram at A.W.A.R.E 24/7. So yeah, definitely have the shirts made.
All right, that's what's up. And my last question is, do you like being independent, or would you rather be signed?
Being that I'm so early in this whole music career, I would definitely be open to it, just because obviously they could present opportunities for me that I don't have for myself right now.
Yeah.
So if I were to like get in touch with someone at a label that kind of wanted to give me a chance and kind of just seeing what I was doing and kind of wanted to invest into that, I would definitely be interested. But I mean, as for that, I also don't have a problem taking the long route and saying just kind of going this independent grind and just kind of shaking the hands, meeting the right people, and, you know, just doing the right things that I need to do to get my name out here. So really either or. So I'm not against it.
Okay, cool. All right, man, but yeah, I appreciate you being on the show and everything. But before we go, I always give the guest of my show an opportunity to ask me a question. So, A.W.A.R.E, do you have any questions for me?
I do. So first, let me ask, it's a two-part question.
Okay.
So I just wanted to ask you, after kind of just hearing the music, and it's obviously you heard the EP, you've heard any other music from me outside of that, just kind of the music video, just kind of what you see me doing on Instagram, just out of everything, tell me what you see that I'm doing that you do like, that you feel like I should keep doing, and then tell me something that you feel like I'm lacking, like something I should start doing that can really help me.
Okay. As far as the lacking thing, just like you said earlier, just not releasing music in a long time, I would just say be more consistent as far as just releasing music, whether if it's a single or, you know, another EP, just, you know, more consistent as far as just music, releasing more music, you know, at a time in a consistent manner.
Yeah.
And as far as just what you're doing good, just continue to post on Instagram, like just different posts. It ain't got to always be about music. You know, just continue to post, because you know how.
Yeah, just stay active.
Yeah, if you don't, you know, because people lose interest after a while if you don't, you know, continue to.
It'd be so hard because I'm such an introvert, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
I know.
So fucking in my shell and in my cave and shit. So it'd just be like, God damn, I gotta like force myself to do that shit. That's the one thing that I struggle with being an artist, is like I really gotta fucking put myself out there.
Yeah, I know the feeling, but yeah, I mean, but you doing everything pretty good. Yeah, it's the only project, the only music I've listened to so far though. But you just send me some more though. Send me some more. I'll definitely listen.
For sure.
Actually, yeah, you gotta follow me back on SoundCloud too. I followed you on there.
Oh yeah, for sure. I haven't even fucking checked my shit today, so I'll definitely go on there.
You got any other questions, or is that it?
Yeah, my other question is, what is the weed like in Nashville, Tennessee, and what are the weed laws like in Nashville, Tennessee?
I have no idea, but it's still.
Oh, you don't smoke? Do you not smoke?
But it's still legal here. They've been working on it though. They have been working on it, but it's still legal here and everything. But yeah.
Yeah, I kind of figured down south because I know they don't fuck around down there.
No, they don't. Hey, it was fun. I was actually watching the news like probably a week ago, and somebody was at the airport. They found like 30 pounds of weed in the suitcase though. I was tripping over there.
See, that's the come up though. But so you don't smoke?
Nah, I don't.
But are you around people that smoke though?
Yeah, I am sometimes, especially when I'm in Denver too though.
The quality of the weed.
It smells pretty good though. It smells pretty good. Cause,
Okay.
'cause when I'm in Denver, I'm around it all the time. So, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and then just one last question is: am I welcome back as long as I stay consistent and do what I need to do?
Of course. You're always welcome back. Yeah, of course.
Then we good, though. That's all the questions I got for you, bro.
All right, man. I appreciate it. No problem. Before we go, you got any shout outs? Shout out to social media. Anything else you got?
I mean, really, and say the biggest thing is just Instagram. And say follow me on Instagram. That's Instagram at A.W.A.R.E 24/7. That's aware like the word 24, the number spelled out, 7 the number. A.W.A.R.E 24/7. A.W.A.R.E 24 all spelled out. One word, 7 the number. And that's the biggest one. From there, you'll find everything else. I promise you that. That's all you need is just that one at. And then from there, really, if you want to follow me or if you just want to listen to the music, you're better off typing in Eyes of a Thief EP on all major platforms. You can search that shit on Apple Music, iTunes, Google Play, Tidal, Pandora, all that shit. Just search Eyes of a Thief EP, and I guarantee you this shit will come up. Just give me a chance. That's all you need. Instagram, Eyes of a Thief EP. That shit.
All right, dope. Hey, man, let me know when you working on some new music too. I got a lot of beats. You know, Threshold Brace got a lot of beats. You know.
I've seen you, bro. I be so lacking on Instagram, bro, because so many producers and shit follow me on Instagram, and I'm always looking for beats. But I fail to go through producers' Instagram pages and go through beats that way because that's such a dope way to do it.
Yeah.
Even though I've met producers through Instagram and shit, I just don't really go through a bunch of their pages, and I just that could be a dope way to go through beats. So I'm definitely gonna check you out. We do need to do something because I can guarantee I'll find something.
I appreciate it. Check the SoundCloud page too. It's a few on there too also when you get a chance.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
All right, man. I appreciate it though. As always though, follow me at Ambitious1K on Instagram. Follow my Threshold Brace production group on every site: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Follow me all on there. Next episode, stay tuned. Got a lot of announcements to make. New co-host, new location, new music, a lot of things going on. So definitely stay tuned for the 20th episode of You Can't Sit With Us Radio. And until next time, I'm out. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on the channel as well. It would be greatly appreciated. Man, until next time, man. One love, show love, spray love, fuck racism. Impossible is nothing. Deuces.
Threshold Brace Productions.